Hi, I'm Chelsea Husum, your host of the Lip Service and Lashes podcast. I'm an entrepreneur, author, speaker, and mom of two. And I'm so tired of women not feeling like they can show up as fully expressed versions of themselves. So here, we're all about that unapologetically, because honestly, we don't have time not to. Literally, because we're busy as F moms and entrepreneurs, but also figuratively, because we don't know how much time we have on this planet, and we want to make an impact now. But if we're doing this, we're making it real vibes only. So let's get inspired, laugh our asses off, quite possibly cry, and feel like you're sitting on the couch with your bestie and a glass of wine. I'm so happy you're here. Let's dive in. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Lip Service and Lashes podcast. I'm your host, Chelsea Husum. Today, I have Elizabeth Vergara here. Elizabeth is the CEO and founder of Vergara Homes, a full-service design build firm specializing in renovation headquartered in New York City. Elizabeth is passionate and enthusiastic to help bring about her client's vision to life. She takes pride in her interior design work and architectural planning to achieve the highest level of perfection. Elizabeth, I'm so glad you're here.
Hello. Thank you so much, Chelsea, for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Yes. Well, okay. You know what, everybody, I always love another woman in construction. Yes. Hell yes. So we're just going to dive right in. We could probably
Let's
talk
do
for
it.
5,000 episodes.
I'm sure we definitely can.
Yes. So, okay. So first of all, my question, so you're in New York. Like, are you from New York?
I am. I was
Oh,
raised here in New York, grew up in
really?
Queens, and went to school and worked most of my life in Manhattan. So New York
Really? That's so
City,
cool.
New York City.
That's
Yeah,
awesome. Okay,
fun.
very cool.
It's definitely fun.
Every time I go to New York, I'm from South Dakota, like 11,000 people. And then that's like my soul, right? And then I go to New York, I'm like, my God, this place is big and it's amazing. But I couldn't even imagine like growing up living there.
Oh, it's
Like,
crazy.
it's,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I can only imagine like the just the contrast of
Oh,
it
I'm
is
sure.
probably crazy, but I love it. I'm so used to it. It's like
Well,
a normal
yeah.
every day for me.
You'd go to
Um,
South Dakota and be like, what the hell is this? This
no,
is insane. It's weird, right? It'd
I
just
was
be
gonna
so
say it's probably
weird.
like peace and quiet. Like that sounds nice.
Yeah.
Here it's just like honking all day long.
Pretty much, and sirens and stuff, yeah, but you get used to it. It's, like, probably puts you to sleep at night
You
a
know what?
little.
If it's too quiet, I do have trouble sleeping. You're right.
Oh, that's funny. Alright, well, so how did you end up in this industry? I gotta know because it might just be a crazy, crazy path like mine, so please let us know how you got there.
Yes, yes, of course. Well, my father was a contractor, and ever since I was a baby, he was always in construction. I was always around construction. I have a love
Love
for
that.
it. I did bring this creative side to it because I was very interested in interior architecture and interior design. I went to school for interior design. I got my master's in sustainable interior design. And when I got out of college, I went to work for a construction management firm, which was
Mm.
awesome. I love that firm. It was amazing. And they handled nothing but high profile clients, like people that you know. Like I
Yeah,
can't say
yeah.
names, but like people that you know.
You're like, "I
And
signed an NDA, so I
yeah,
will
like
not
there's
be dropping names."
cannot. I mean, I would love to, but no, I cannot. But it was just like amazing to see their homes and see like these things come to life.
Mhm.
And shortly after that, I went to work for one of the architects that did work with that construction management firm. And then I learned the other side of design. And so when I went out on my own years later, I integrated the two of them because I not only love to do interior design and interior architecture, but I love to build it too. So
Mhm.
we became a New York City design build firm, and just really took off. I'm about to be next year's going to be 10 years in business, which
Oh,
is
congrats.
exciting.
That's
Thank you.
huge. That's
Thank you.
huge.
Thank you. It's so exciting. It's like it really just has been like a growing, beautiful, like expansion of the business. And I love doing what I do. I love designing. I love meeting with clients. Construction is like in my blood. I don't think I'll be ever sick of it. I dream about it all day long. It's kind of weird because like I think some friends have asked me like, what are your hobbies? Like what? And I love to like build things on the weekends
Oh,
too.
that's
So I don't
awesome.
know. It's a little crazy.
Oh, you're
But
like,
yeah,
"This is what I meant to do," which is
that's
amazing. I love that. I love that. And I'm sure I want you to talk on this because there's something so cool for us to be built literally building things that people are living their lives in. Like even in my little suburb town, I'm driving my boys around. I'm like, mommy helped build the hospital. She helped build the library. She helped build this apartment
Oh,
complex. Like DIA, when we're flying through the airport, I'm like, mommy helped build this. I mean, talk to me about like, what does that mean to you that you're building homes for people? I mean, it leaves an impact.
it really does. You're right. I think the projects that we take on, they're not like quick in and out things. These are like long-term projects. Like usually at one project takes like 6 months to a year,
Oh, yeah,
sometimes
totally.
up to 2 years. Yeah, it takes a long
Yes.
time to build these
Yes.
beautiful because they're so custom and this is
Mm-hmm.
high-end projects with very meticulous details across the
Oh,
board.
yeah.
So when it's like when you're in the thick of it and you're building it and you have site conditions and things are changing and all of that,
Oh,
it
all the
it's
stuff.
like yes, the stress could be
Yeah.
overwhelming, but
Yeah.
in the because it's just you're just so used to like how this runs every time, it's a different scenario, but in the end it's so worth it because when it comes out this big beautiful like amazing apartment or home and the clients come in and they see what they're walking into that's going to be their home, like their dream
Mm-hmm.
home, it's
Oh,
so
yeah.
worth it. And it's like it just makes you feel like so good that you just created something and you realized it into something that's like into fruition. It's just a beautiful home for someone's life. And
Oh,
that just
yeah.
that always brings me joy. So it's why I do what I do. I love it.
I love that so much. It is true. I mean, that's, you're creating the place where they will have all their memories. You know what I mean? That's just so special.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
I
yes,
love that.
yes. A lot of the conversations around getting to that end home is like, how are you going to live in this home? Like, what's the
Mhm.
function? How, like, it has to do with the kids. It has to do about how you cook at home, how you entertain, all of those things. So, like, you really start to get to know the clients that you work with. It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
just a set of architectural plans, it's like, it's how they're going to build memories in their life, So it's
I
very,
love
it hits home.
I love that. And I mean, because we've all been in places where like, who built this? The flow sucks. It's not for like, it doesn't make sense for whoever's living there, whatever. So you start at the beginning and
Yeah.
you are piecing it, designing it all. I love that. I love
Yes,
that.
definitely. We're integrated into all those little details and
Yeah.
it leaves like the memory for you to remember like on the next project like let's remember to ask some of these questions too because maybe, as a home owner and not a builder, you may not
Mhm.
even think to like give us that piece of information, but it might
Oh,
be important.
probably. Yeah, they
Like,
don't even know that they should tell you this, that it might like
yeah,
affect how you lay out a room or you know what I
absolutely.
mean? Stuff like that. I love that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So, walk us
So
through a typical day in your life as an entrepreneur in this industry because I know mine is just all over the place. So, like, what would a typical day maybe be like for you?
oh my gosh, every day is completely different.
Yeah,
There's
me
no
too.
rinse or repeat. I'm sure like we have the same life. It's like the
Yeah,
same
it's
thing.
like, what are we walking into
Like what
today?
yeah, what's gonna happen today? Let's see.
I love it.
But
I
yeah,
love
no,
it.
you wake up, I'm already prepared from like the night before because I know every day
You
kind of
know.
has something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have multiple job sites. So and every job site has a different stage of construction
Okay.
or stage of design, things like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Shopping trips with clients. Like so every day is really it's never a boring day. I will say
Oh,
that.
yeah.
So I'm never ever bored. But at the same time, like every day will always bring something totally different. And, from like one job site, we'll be just on a full meeting, just talking to all of the trades, the tile guy, the electrician, the
Mhm.
wood floor guy, like everybody, like our internal team. And then on another job site, we're kind of walking through the client with all of the little details and they're asking like wait, is this okay that we did it this way, like it's a
Yeah.
totally different vibe,
Yeah.
but it's always interesting. And I think over the years, to get to a point like where we are, it took a lot of, trial and error. It
Oh,
took
yeah.
a lot of experience to be able to like confidently walk someone through a project to get to that point and them feeling good about it too.
Yeah.
That's also part of like this is a service industry and we want to give excellent service. We want the
For
clients
sure.
to feel at home. We want them to feel like confident in their decisions that they make. And that's like a whole separate part of it too. It takes a lot of energy, I'm sure like
Yeah.
you have like when you get home, you're like, oh,
Yeah. It
Like,
it is,
I wanna
but
pop
it's
on the couch and,
fun.
like, watch TV.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want no one to talk to me at all. I don't wanna sometimes I would even well, even when I was a teacher too, I would drive home without the radio on, and I'd be like, "I
Oh my
feel like I got hit by a truck because I had 180 students today." Right? It's like,
oh my
okay, a lot
god,
of emotional energy happening, but
that's
that
a
is really
lot.
cool. I love that, and you're right, it's never boring. So, I love like, I couldn't show up 8 to 5 and, like, do the same crap every hour
Every
for every
day.
day of my life, right? I mean, so I appreciate for me that it's different every day. And it's like some days are a little more intense, some days are a little lighter. You know what I mean? It just gives a good
Yeah.
flow like of it all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
definitely.
I
I
love
think
that.
the part of the exciting part of it is, like, obviously, like, very attractive. The hard part about it, though, is that because every day is different and every day you need to show your face and be there, you
Mhm.
know, it's a lot, like, you are the person, you are the brand, you are
You are the
the
brand.
person that will
Absolutely.
show up, you know? And
Mhm.
I think right now we're trying to figure out how it could be like our team as a brand. So that's kind of like one of the
Uh,
challenges we're starting to, yeah. Because
yeah.
I'm always going to be here, obviously, but at the same time, like, because we're growing, we still want to make sure everybody feels like they've been paid attention to. And
Yes.
we never want to, like, let that part of it go, just like hand it off to somebody. You can't do that. At least
Yeah.
for what I would like, our brand to be. But I think that's one of the challenges we're, like, starting to run into. Like, I want to be everywhere at once, but I can't.
Well, and that is like at some point, yeah, you're only one person, right? And that's smart of you to do. Like, oh, they now associate these 3 or 4 people or however many with the brand. And if
Right.
they don't get me that day, they still feel like they're getting taken care of, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's smart as you grow for sure. For sure.
definitely, definitely.
So,
Um,
okay, talked about some of the behind the scenes. What are some of the
mm.
craziest I'm sure you could go on for 20 years on this, but like what are some crazy things that have happened that you left that day you're like, "Oh my god, didn't realize I was walking into that."
Oh my gosh. I feel like one of the top memories that probably will
Yeah.
never leave my memory is one time we had a project and we had, I think, maybe 6 months into it. It was probably like the last month of construction.
Okay.
Literally, like, we were
So,
in punch list almost.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, you're at the downhill slope at this point.
yes, we're like, okay, in the next month they're moving in, the bathrooms are done, the bedrooms are done, cabinets are in, we're, like,
Mhm.
cleaning up, we're just putting in, like, little hardware. It's punch list.
Yeah.
And, it was, like, a cold February month,
Okay.
and I think it was, like, 4 p.m. We're like, "Okay, cool, we're ready to go," like, for the end of the day because the
Yeah.
building shut down around that time.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
all of a sudden, we hear a pop, and we're like,
Oh god.
and then it sounds like a waterfall. And
Oh
I was
no.
like, "What is that?" And we're in the kitchen, and all of a sudden, we start to see a puddle. There was a water burst that happened
Oh.
behind the kitchen wall in, like,
Okay.
one of
Oh.
the so the buildings have, like, a big stack where, like, the risers go up, and the
Okay.
hot water line popped. It burst because it was, like, the coldest day of the year.
Oh.
Their kitchen flooded, flooded. I was
Brand
standing
new, beautiful things.
brand new. The
Oh.
floors were brand new. Oh my
Mm.
god, and it was we were under, like, 2 inches of water, and
Oh
I was
god.
like, "Oh my," and my clients were with me, and we were like, "Holy Lord, what's happening?" So, like, we shut off the water, but it was to the main line, so it just kept going. We had to, like, have the entire
Oh.
building shut down the water
Oh my god.
because they were, I think, on, like, the 6th floor or something.
Ugh.
Um and unfortunately, like, there something happened with, like, the back facade of the building. It had, like, a crack in the brick, and so the cold air was getting
Oh,
into
getting
its
in.
back. Yes, and it
Mm.
just it burst.
Ugh.
So it completely flooded. We had to run out and get these wet vacs and everything to suck up all the water and, like,
Mhm.
hope to God that the floors weren't gonna
Like
buckle. They
warping? Yeah.
Yes, they ended up buckling because it was sitting in
Oh.
water, hot
Yeah.
water, and we had to replace it, and insurance kinda covered it, but, like, that
Mm.
experience just was like, "Oh my god, we were so close."
Yeah. I'm
And then
handing them
boom.
the keys almost. Like,
Yes,
really? Really? Oh, man. Yeah,
literally.
that's a tough one.
That was tough, that was tough, and,
Oh.
obviously, their schedules, everything had to change, so everyone had to, like, hop on all hands on deck, and
Mhm.
it was crazy, but
Oh, man.
that was crazy. We were there till, like, 9 p.m. just, like, cleaning up water. Just I was on my hands and knees cleaning. Like we
Oh.
were all just in there. It was crazy.
Well, at least they were there with you and you're like, I wasn't making this up. Like, no, you saw how bad this was. Like, we're all,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I
Nothing
love it.
that we could do about it, but, like, thank God we were here. Imagine, like, that
Oh,
apartment got flooded and then the floor below and the floor below.
oh, it would have been so bad.
Oh my god, it could have
Yeah,
been a lot
thank God you
worse.
were there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't even
Oh,
imagine that.
that's crazy.
That
Have you ever
is
had anything crazy like that happen or something? I'm sure.
oh, not that luckily. I mean, there's been little things here or there, you know, it's just there's always something. Like
Always.
it's being an entrepreneur and especially in construction, it's like, huh, what am I gonna see today? You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just you gotta be open and be I've learned I'm very adaptable. I'm like, wow, this is a new
Ah.
one.
Yeah.
Always something new. I'm like, well, how are we gonna figure this out? We will, but I don't know how at the moment, right? Calling all badass moms and entrepreneurs ready to stop surviving and start thriving. Y'all, I am officially opening spots for one-on-one mentorship. This is designed exclusively for the women who know they're meant for more, but feel stuck in the chaos of balancing business, motherhood, and everything in between. I'm not just another coach. I'm a proven business owner who's built an award-winning company, written a best-selling book, launched a podcast, and built a platform, all while raising a family. If you're ready to get unstuck and take bold action, master time management and boundaries, build an unshakable CEO mindset, and prioritize your energy without guilt, then let's make your next level happen. Faster, smarter, and with zero apologies. This is not for the excuse makers. It's only for women ready to go all in on themselves. Remember, spots are limited, so if you are interested, head on over now to Instagram and send me a DM with the word mentorship. I cannot wait to talk to you, girl.
Yeah, I think the good part about it is I feel like we have the same mentality. We're basically like problem solvers
Oh,
and we'll
totally.
put the flame out and we'll figure it out. That's
Yes.
what
And
we
you're
gotta
like,
do.
how can I take care of my client? How can I take care of my employees? That's my only two, like, really care. I mean, whatever's going to happen, but their safety and like taking care of them, we'll
Yeah.
figure it out. You know what I mean? Whatever it is.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm the same.
Okay. So I want to know how you juggle building and running this business, your personal life. Like, do you have things that you've found like you're like, hell no, I can't do that anymore? Or like what really works for you to protect like
Yeah.
time, energy, all that stuff?
Oh, that's such a good question. So, I actually just got married less than 2 weeks ago,
Oh,
and
congrats.
thank you, thank you, thank you. We were basically juggling like wedding planning for the last 8 months. Um, my husband proposed to me on New Year's Eve, which was so
Oh, that's
fun.
exciting.
No, it was amazing. And this past 8 months, like we had probably one of the biggest projects we've had like in
Oh,
Vergara
really?
Homes
Of
so far.
course.
Yeah, of course. And at the same time, planning our wedding, like going through a renovation, going through like multiple jobs, all of this stuff. And so I think at a certain point, it's very stressful. And thank God my husband's also extremely organized. Like I think he's one of the most organized people I've ever met. So
Oh,
that
that's
was
good.
hugely helpful. But during that time, like I'm usually very good at multitasking and organizing and being able to juggle a million things at once. But when it came to the wedding planning part, in just thrown into the mix like a little grenade,
Yeah.
it was a lot. And I really had to start setting some boundaries, which was I think helpful for me just as like a woman in construction too, because we have a lot of things we have to work through personally and also like in a male dominated industry,
Yep.
just in general. And
Yeah.
so for me, setting boundaries in terms of like when I'm working, when I'm shutting off and not responding, even though I do own my business, I do have to shut off. And
Yeah.
I think this 8 months helped me, cross that little line. Because for me, before I was like, anytime, all day, I'm good. Let's answer it. Let's
Yeah.
do it, whatever. But at that point, I really did have to just set the boundary, and it was helpful because everyone was very understanding. It
Yeah.
wasn't.
You should
I
have a
was
life.
yeah, and I was like, oh, this is nice. So
I
it's
should have
it's
done
been
this a long
good.
time
Yeah.
ago. What?
Yeah. So I mean, it was all good things. And I really like before this year, I was like just all the time, go, go, go.
Hmm.
Now it's the same amount of work, but I'm able to set more boundaries for me to like enjoy off time, even though I still love to build off time.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's still in our brain all the time. Like you wake up in the middle of the night, you're like, "Oh, I need to do payroll," or "Oh, I forgot to email myself that to, whatever." It is like
It's
you can't ever get it off your brain
right, right.
ever.
It's always still it's like an ongoing thing, but I'm also
Yes.
able to just enjoy the quiet moments too
Yes.
with family, with friends, with my husband. So it's
Yep.
been nice, and I'm looking forward to like just from now on going. Now that the wedding's over, it's still
Keeping
that kind
that.
of vibe, keeping it. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, it's so important because we could be accessible all the time. Now it's like, I mean, I'm sure you're like me. My phone is heavily ringing and ding, all the
Yeah.
emails coming in at 7 a.m., but probably 6 a.m.,
Oh yeah.
and potentially even before sometimes. But it's like when it's, so I'm like my quote hours are 7 to 4. And sometimes it's like I get some random calls coming in at 5 on a Thursday. I'm like, decline. I don't care who you are, what you need. I don't think I need whatever it is that bad, but if this is a client, I will get back to you tomorrow. Like at some point, I'm not available all the time.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, that's good.
Definitely.
I'm proud of you. Keep that up, girl. Keep that
Thank
up.
you, girl. I can only imagine you as a mom. Oh my God. Like I applaud you, please.
Well, I just like I've realized I work really hard when I'm able to work, but I don't sit here at my desk like for 8 hours a day. I work really hard and then I go do things and then I like literally before we jumped on, I I have PTSD because I see the school district calling me. I'm like, Mother of God,
Oh my
why?
God.
Because I
That
used
was
to have a lot of calls and then they're like, we just wanted to let you know everyone's okay, but he was trying to give an eraser to his friend who didn't have an eraser and he threw it across the room and it hit a girl in the eye and she's okay. And I'm like thinking, you really need to freaking call me for this? Like,
oh my God.
like really? I don't care. Like, I'm glad everyone's okay. And like, if the little girl was accidentally hurt, of course I don't want that, but like, like, really? Are we really calling about this? I'm
Yeah.
like,
No, no.
okay, thank you.
Mommy said,
Goodbye.
thanks.
I'm like,
Thanks for the
yeah,
info.
yeah, okay.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
So I was looking at your website and I need to
Mhm.
know. So I see you're a fellow Halloween lover.
Oh my God.
Tell
I'm
me more. Are you obsessed with home goods like I am? And do you
I
keep
totally
buying
am.
more crap?
I do. It's really tough. We actually have a storage unit, and I think we have like there's like maybe 50 bins in there, and they're very organized, but I would say like 20 of them is Halloween
And
stuff
then I saw
now.
you like Christmas too. So that's like
Yeah.
the only ones I decorate for, but it's a little much.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. The other 20 is probably Christmas.
Christmas. I love it. I used to be a Spanish teacher, so I am obsessed. I've always been obsessed with Halloween in general, but I love Day of the Dead as well. So
Oh,
it is just like this stuff has thrown up over my house. My outside is like psychotic. I love it. Like I love it so much.
it's so festive. I love how every year I go all out, and
Do
I
you?
think I keep building every year too. I don't just stop with what I have. I get more
I
every
know.
year. I
We
can't.
probably should,
I know.
but I keep buying more stuff every year. I'm like,
Yeah.
really?
Like this year it's a different vibe. So maybe we'll mix it up and then I get
Yeah.
something new.
There's
It comes
those
with a package.
I don't know how much they are. They're probably pretty expensive, but have you seen like I I don't know if I saw it on social media, probably because people are trying to get them on Costco. There's like those massive skeletons that like crawl out
Yes.
of I mean, they're huge.
That is on my like wish
I
list.
know. I think
And
there's like really hard to get.
yeah,
I think.
they went super viral last year
Yeah.
and I really wanted them, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I
But
really do
like
too.
I need like a massive lawn for it or something. So I'm like, is that too much? Let me think
I know.
about
I
it.
wonder how much they are. Like, I feel like they're like $500 or something. I don't even know, but they're
Oh my God,
probably quite expensive.
probably. Yeah.
Yes, I want one though. Well, I
It's
love that. I saw that. I'm like,
fun.
oh yeah, I gotta bring that up. I love Halloween. All right,
Obsessed.
let's see. So in 5 years, how do you hope to look back on this season of your life?
Oh my gosh, I feel like this season is like probably my hustle season, I'll say,
Mm,
because the but 5 years from like now, last 5 years ago
yeah,
was to me back then was like the hustle season because it
it
was just me, myself,
changes.
and I. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
it just keeps changing. But now that we're here, it's like it's a team. It's not just me. 5 years ago, it was just me.
Oh
And
yeah.
now it's a bigger team. And I look forward to growing it even more, capturing beautiful and more amazing projects, being able to handle all of that. But I think this season of my life is really just enjoying this team, this current like small team that we have, but that's like a small and mighty team. And just like
I love
enjoying the
that.
fact that we are growing and that the people that are on our team, they have been with me for so many years. Like
I love that.
since like I started growing a team. And even prior to that, I've known them in the industry for a while too. And when they left like where they were and we reconnected when I was hiring, it was great because I'd already known their
Oh
skills, their
yeah.
capabilities. So it was just like, thank God, because like I know I can trust this team. They've got integrity, they've got great craftsmanship. So I feel very, very confident with them. And going into our projects, like I know it's going to come out amazing. We never
Yeah.
sacrifice quality. So it's really nice to feel like good and happy knowing that like these projects are going to go so well with us and our team internally doing all of this. And we love
I
that.
Yeah, I love that. It is so important to have good people. I mean, I and I mean hiring in general is difficult you know, in
Oh, yeah.
itself, but people do struggle to get good people. But it's a
Yeah,
game changer for you personally and like not pulling your hair out and your business too. I
absolutely.
mean, to show up and be like, I trust them. I know they have my back. I got theirs, right? That's so beautiful that you have that.
A
And
thousand.
okay, like I'm 5 years in business and
Ooh,
I
congrats.
still thank you, thank you. I had an assistant for a little bit. Well, I mean, I have my employees out in the field, right?
Mhm.
I'm not doing that because buildings would fall. It would be horrible. But like, so let's not put me there. But I had an assistant for a while and then she kind of, fell away and then it's back to just me. So I get like it's when you're like, would you tell people? Because sometimes I'll go meet with like a general contractor and they're like, well, who does the estimates? I do. Well, who talks to clients? I do. Who schedules with your employees? I do. Who does maintenance on the vans? I do. Like I do freaking everything, like payroll,
Yeah.
accounts payable, accounts receivable, it all. And did you ever like have people be like, oh my God, like, or how do you explain that to people? It's just like, unless you've been there, you just don't get it.
1,000%. And hallelujah to that. Yes, 1,000%. It's really hard to explain that to someone who's just not in your business. And that's
Yeah.
like everybody, to be
Yeah.
honest. I think the only people who have a taste of what I do on a daily basis is my husband and maybe my mom. Like, like
Yeah.
when she like
Like
calls
no
me,
one
like,
gets
what's happening
us
there?
really.
No, and that's okay. Like,
Yes.
we're doing our thing, but you're right. Like, I'm the same way. Like I do the payroll. I'm also HR. I'm also
Yep.
hiring. I'm also doing all the sales. I'm also a PM on site. I'm also writing up all of the bids, all the quotes, going to sales meetings, going to site meetings,
Yes.
like all of it. And thank God, again, thank God for my team because they handle the stuff on construction. Like they physically do the work.
Yes. Cause
That's
yeah.
what they do. And I have the design side of my team. Like Lewis is like my right hand person, and he really handles all of the drawings with my guidance on it too.
Good.
And my husband, he helps me out too. He does a lot of the finances and everything, making sure all of our bids have like the best prices. Like we shop all these
Oh,
vendors for
nice.
all the material
Yeah.
because like I in the past I've done it and I just didn't have the time to be able to shop it around as much. I go to my same
Yeah.
vendor
Yeah.
and now I'm able to get comparative quotes. So I'm able to tighten up those prices as much as I
Mhm.
can. So I'm more competitive when we give out bids.
That's
And
smart.
then, yeah, and clients are
Mhm.
more comfortable knowing like they're not getting ripped off. They're not going like crazy with like the material costs. And
Yeah.
all of that takes a lot of time to do research. Like we don't have time to do all of that. So
Yeah.
having a great team really has helped. But yeah, I do like same as you, all of that.
Yeah.
And starting to like offload some of it in the recent couple of years has
Yeah.
really helped me be able to like enjoy what I do now. So
Yeah.
I'm not handling all of those finances. I'm not doing it alone. There's like
Yes.
it's helpful, but it's a lot.
It yeah, when you're sitting in your office, you're like, okay, and I'm gonna say, and then I want to ask you if you have this. Like in Denver, I found a handful of women that, one owns a masonry company, one's a restoration company, one's an electrical company. And these women, I've like forced them to become my friends. And then we'll go have lunch. But they honestly, of people on the planet, they actually get like other people don't get what I do, but they actually get it in being in construction, being a woman in construction. Like your
Yeah.
hand owning a small business. Like, and so do you have any women like that in New York that you can go and have lunch and be like, oh my God, this happened today? Or, oh yeah, I got, this something amazing happened. Like, do you have that?
You know what? I have one person, but she's not in New York. She's up in oh no, I'm sorry. She is in New York, but she's up in Greenwich. So she's like a
Okay.
little bit north. She's not always every day in the city. So
Yeah.
I catch up with her like maybe once or twice a year.
Yeah.
She's also a contractor in New York, which
Awesome.
is amazing because she's like the only other woman that I know that runs a small construction business as well.
Yeah.
But she knows exactly what we go through on a daily basis as well.
Yeah.
Aside from that, in Manhattan, I've got to say I have not met too many other women in construction that
Yeah.
run the business. I've met a couple of like, miscellaneous like tile women and
Okay.
plumbers,
Okay.
but they don't own the business. They're like one of the technicians, but
Yeah.
they're
Yeah. That's,
badass. Like
yeah,
we're like,
totally.
wow, like get it, girl. Like I
Yeah.
love
Right. Oh,
it.
I love that.
But yeah, like if there was a bigger like community of that, like physically in New York, that would be awesome. But aside from that, I do have a lot of women in construction friends that we do like Zoom calls with.
Good.
But like they're so far away.
Around, yeah, and like around the country. It's just nice
Yeah,
even to pick up the phone or text to be like, "Oh my gosh," you know what I mean? Who's somebody who
yeah,
really gets it.
yeah.
Um, okay, so how have you been received in this industry, like as a woman in a male dominated industry? Like overall, I mean, have you had a pretty good experience? Has it been tough, like in the middle?
No, I've had a wonderful experience to be honest. I think it's because I was just so used to it since I was a kid because my dad and I've
Yeah.
seen him in construction. I was just so comfortable. So when I'm on job sites, like I'm never intimidated, I'll say. I'm just more like it's like my home. Like I'm good.
Yeah, you're like, "I
So
belong here, and I'm
yeah,
comfortable." Yeah, I love
yeah.
that.
So when I'm talking to the guys, it's like, hey guys, like next up, we're demoing this, then we're building that, we're framing that, we're moving the wire here. Like it's really straightforward for me.
Yeah.
So I've had a really wonderful experience, thank God. I think for me, it felt like just kind of second nature. Um, but I do recognize that it could be intimidating for someone who's not like immersed in it already.
Mhm.
So when I see a woman come on a job site, like as a PM or like a construction manager or even just like a project manager that's like with a design firm, like I really try to make sure they feel as comfortable as possible, as confident as possible, because I can understand and see how intimidating it could be.
Oh, for
Not
sure.
everybody wants to approach the electrician over there, like doing his thing and like tell him, can we move that over? Like, no, it's not
Yeah,
always the most, warm and inviting environment.
for
But,
sure.
luckily our team and like the people that we work with, they're very easy to work with and they're very like easy to talk to.
They're
So I want to make
receptive,
sure
yeah.
they're receptive. Like it's
Yeah.
not like resistant or anything like that. So it's nice to work with a team like that. So I hope that when people come on the job sites and see that, they also feel like immersed and comfortable
Yeah.
too, especially as a woman.
I love that. And I've had a pretty good experience as well.
Oh,
And I will
good.
say, but like I'm not out on an actual, commercial job site every day either. Like, yes, I have my hard hat and my boots and my high vis. I
Yeah.
will go on that, but I'm not there every day. And I realize that could potentially be different, right? I'm at
Mm.
meetings or in the office or at networking things or whatever. But I have a lot of women friends that have been in the industry 20, 25, 30, 35 years. I
Oh,
always
wow.
say, like, they're the ones that paved the way for us. They, 20, 30 years ago, yeah, I'm sure they were there. It was a totally different
I'm
like
sure.
atmosphere. And I'm sure they went through hell at times and it was
Oh,
really
yeah.
freaking hard. It's like,
Yeah.
so we are now able to have like better experiences because it's like women like this paved the way for us and they had to go through some of the shit and the tough times until things maybe started to change a little bit.
That makes 100% sense, and that's
Yeah.
very true. You're right. Like this situation right now, maybe like I don't know, 30, 40 years ago was like super
Not.
rare and probably like what?
Yeah. Right.
It
Yeah.
makes total sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're absolutely
So
right.
I'm always like, yay, ladies, I love you. Like, you paved the way for me.
I love
All
that.
right. Well, we're going to wrap up in just a second, but I want to hear when you're completely exhausted, because we all know there are some days you go home, you're like, oh my God. What do you turn to for motivation or inspiration or to like bring it down a level and like relax a little bit? What are your like go to things?
Ooh. I hate to say it, but I love just watching like reality TV
And that's okay.
where the drama is it's not in my life, it's someone else's life.
Yeah, and
And
it's
I
like
can just be like,
mindless TV.
mindless TV just chills me out and nobody talk to me, please. Love you.
And I'm in my jammies
In my
and at
jammies
5
and I'm like,
p.m. and this
thanks.
is
And like that's it. And it'll chill me out. I wish I could say it's like yoga or something, but it's really
oh,
not.
no. I get it. I love that actually. My for years, I don't watch it anymore, but like the only TV I would watch was Bachelor in Paradise, whatever. And I got my husband hooked on it and he'd be like, "Oh my God, yay, it's a new season of Bachelor in Paradise. I wonder who's gonna get a rose tonight." I'm like, "You're a
Oh my
freak.
God.
I
You
love
look what you
you, but
did.
you're a freak." And it was
I
so
love
cute.
I love that you made him love it too.
I did. And we were like, and then we would watch like Bachelorette. But then our favorite was Bachelor in Paradise when they were just a bunch of psychos and they threw them on an island and they just went insane. And we're like, this is so wonderful.
It's
So
so
I totally
good.
get the vibe just
Yeah,
to watch other people's drama.
I love that. I love
Oh my
that.
gosh.
It's my like my guilty pleasure.
Yes. And we all need those. No, zero judgment.
A
I
little
love it.
bit.
All right. So where can everyone follow you, find you, and how can we support you?
Oh, thank you. Yes. If you guys want to follow us, we're at Vergara Homes. All of our social media is Vergara Homes with an S plural. And our website is www.vergarahomes.com. Feel free to follow us and check all the behind the scenes on construction and anything else with design. Ask us any questions that you need, and we're here.
Awesome. Well, yes, check it out. Her stuff is gorgeous. I'm like, yes, please just build me all of this. So, oh, well, thank you so much. I feel like, yeah, like it's so cool to meet another just driven dreamer women in construction. So this was so fun. I really, really appreciate you.
Thank you, Chelsea. You too. You're amazing. We're literally just we're the
thank you.
second round of paving the way for more women in
Yes,
construction.
we're working at it. We got this. So
Yeah, love it.
well, thank you again. And everyone, I will put her information in the show notes. So please give her a follow and a shout out and tell her, how awesome that she was on this episode. So thank you everyone for listening. As always, remember, no BS, just real vibes. We'll see you next time.
Bye. Thank you.
If you loved the episode, share it on Instagram and tag me so I can say thank you and meet you. Or share it with a girlfriend who you know would love this too. Always remember, no BS, just real vibes. See you next time on Lip Service and Lashes.